Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Trying to broadcast here for the last 20 minutes or so. Zoom wasn't working. I'm trying to find my charts. I have to restart the computer. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, Mercedes. Buenos días. Let's see what's happening here. Not even a zone up here. This is like a on the daily, it is bearish. This is gold. Currently bearish on the daily. 4 hour bearish. Nice structure there on the 4 hour. The 1 hour. 30-minute. $15-minute. Hold the 50 is holding it up right there. Right where the 30 is also. And the hours right there. So they're all together. The average prices are all together. These are the biggest zones from the setup from last night. Nothing happened. It just consolidated in the middle. So something is bound to happen soon. Good morning. Here chilling with Robert. I should call it that soon. Chilling with Robert. I'm on holiday, so I am definitely in the cheery spirit of I should have stayed in bed. But there are some goals still to be met, so let's keep working on this baby. Keeping an eye on gold. I think GU is bullish on the daily. Yeah, it's bullish on the daily. It's been dropping on the daily for a bit. Let's go take a look at the bigger picture. Let's go look at the weekly. Why not? No, monthly. We'll look at the month. Okay, so even on the month, it's been bearish since June. With that double top, it's been coming down. It says it's got more room to come. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that turned red before it's all over. And that's got some serious momentum to the downside now. It's the weekly, daily. And the daily is looking bullish. Nice beautiful evening star there on the daily from 2 days ago or last week, the 9th. This is the action on the 4-hour. We can climb back above that, then maybe it'll run for a little bit. It's gonna have a hard time going above that. I don't know what music this is. What's going on here? I mean, that's not relaxing music for me. Let's go back. That's a little better. Well, it sounds like the same tune all the time. It's funny because I think this person who does these videos, non-copyright music, all he does, I think, is he changes the thumbnail, and I think it's the same song. The same song over and over and over. Not the same song, there's different music along the way, but how's everybody doing? Everybody have a good weekend? You all had a good weekend? I'm thinking gold is coming down. Let's look at the, well, I mean, this is the Dixie, and the Dixie doesn't look like it's, well, maybe it's flagging. Maybe the Dixie is flagging. This is a big push, right? Big engulfing candle to the upside. Look at the weekly. Ooh, I'm getting a little cup handle. Ooh, nice little W here. Nice little W. And it just broke over that. Yeah, so this is the month. This is the month on the Dixie. It's in a range. On the upside on the range. On the daily, I mean on the weekly. You know, the weekly, that's where we're at. Of course, it just started. The week just started. This was last week. So this engulfing candle broke above the previous highs. Well, it's maybe stuck right in here. So this looks like it could run. Like this week, it could run. Maybe a nice little run before Thanksgiving kind of thing. Which means gold will drop. We'll see. But right now it's bearish, so hence gold going up at the moment. Shall see. Okay. Bullishness going on now. Let's see if that holds. So this is the Dixie. Back to the 30-minute. Let's go take a look at GA. GA on the daily. Bearish. Ooh, it just broke. We were talking about that last week, right? The flag. So it broke last night during London, didn't it? That's the daily. We set this up last week. 4 hour. Set this support right here. I'll be looking for that to break. Be looking for that to break. Because this was from before. All these scenarios over here. It broke, we tested, dropped very nicely. In fact, I don't know, based on the action, I will be looking for a retest of this and a drop. That's GA. Maybe it won't even make it up there because it's got a nice little double top here. There's another little zone over here. So it may not make it up there. So it's bearish to me as far as I'm concerned. What else we got? UPJPY looks just kind of looks just like UPUSD, no? They're both kind of weak right now. Okay, let's go look back. I think gold made a move of some kind. All right, just kind of bouncing from there a little bit. It's the same time frame. No. 30 minute. So the VIX is pushing up, and so is gold. We know kind of like that doesn't quite work, does it? For gold. Let's see what our stochastic RSI tells us about gold. 1 hour, I usually keep it on the lower time frames. 1 hour, 30 minute, 30 minutes curling down, 15 minutes already down. 4 hours at the bottom, daily is at the very top. And that daily kind of super extended. It's 98.5. Can get any higher than 100%, so that's pretty high. Nice little doji there on the 4 hour at the moment. So the little hour looks like, and the 30 minute. We'll see what comes of it. Any news today? I think there's a bunch of folders. I think they're yellow folders. Let's see, this is the manufacturing at 8:30. There you go, there's all these folders here. Oil is at noon. So before that, there's all this stuff. They're not high impact, but there are a lot of them. So maybe some consolidation or something going on for a bit. We'll see. That's great, Mercedes. Yeah, I finished the Ted Lasso. Wow, what a great show. Thanks for recommending it. That was funny. It was hilarious. It was healthy. You know, good family fun. Thank you, Abe's. Glad to be here. Good morning, Denise. Yeah, Ted Lasso was hilarious. What a great show. Highly recommend it for anybody looking for a nice comedy show. It's hilarious. Gold making a push up. Nice little push from gold. Is it 8 o'clock yet? No, 3 minutes to 8 o'clock. So the Dixie's pushing up and so is gold. Interesting. Let's see what comes of that. Nice push from gold. From support. See what that looks like now on the daily. Woo, baby. Not looking so bearish no more. We'll see. Okay, 8 o'clock here. The 8 o'clock push, open up New York. See what we get. That was a quick 10 pip drop on gold on the open. Let's push it on gold. Let's see if it breaks. It's rejecting there. Watching it, see if it breaks that. It's rejecting, keeps rejecting that spot. Not much happened so far. Trying to push, gold's trying to push above, but it's rejecting there. It's having a hard time going over that. Is this a rejection over here? But rejected before the 30-minute. USD has to get strong for this to start coming down. That's the 30-minute. That was a 1 hour. This is the 30-minute. I'm gonna say the break of this low here may bring it down. Looking at this price action from right here, 25 pips to the bottom. We'll see. Gold still trying to push up. So it looks like it wants to go. So it looks like it wants to go and make up its mind. For gold and GU, the gold definitely looks like it wants to push up. Struggling here though. Struggling to turn green. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I got in on the buy on gold. Gonna hold my stop loss below the wick. See if it pushes up to the 68 area, 1868, about 30 pips up. Let's see. See if it holds. Trying to push. It's flailing here. Can I go up? Can I go up? No. Did it clear the rest of the left? No, I guess not. But it's, I mean, this has got clear path now. It should continue going. We'll see. At least to there. Let's see if it does it. Struggling. So GU is trying to make a push also. Might end up with a wick here instead in the opposite direction. That wouldn't be too nice for my buy. It's really struggling here. Okay, London, not in front of the chart. Is that a golden zone you have marked up above on your GU chart? No. That's just a zone. That's this zone up here. I got the major zones and I got the minor zone here in the middle. Gold still rejecting that spot. It's a new 5-minute candle. We're looking at the 15-minute now, or no? It's 10-minute? That's a 10-minute candle. Okay, looks like it's gonna make its attempt now. Here you go. It's trying. I'm up 4 pips. 4.5. 6. Let's see if you can make it up there. Still have 5 pips or so. Still battling here. No, it's really struggling here. Can't even move my stop loss yet. Too tight. It's like GU is trying to break out. Watch me miss GU because I'm got my eye on gold. Okay, there you go. Pushing. That's 6 pips. 7, 8. Vamos ahorita. 7. Let's see. 7. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think I have my take profit set. Go ahead and move it. That's too many. What is that? 69. That's 10 pips. Trying to get this right. 68. Can't see on this darn MT4. Okay, is that 18? That's 18 pippers right there. 18 pippers. Let's go. It should reach there. See. After that, then it may come down. It should reach there. I'm giving it time. At least to the 8:30 candle, and then that's that. Almost ahorita. There you go. Almost 20 pips. Awesome. Awesome, Mercedes. Yeah. As soon as it touches that zone, I'm out. I think my take profit is actually a little higher than that, but I will be taking profit. 25 pips. 27. Oh, that was 30 for a minute. Oh, there you go. You know what? I was looking at my MT4 and I didn't see that it had already touched. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. The MT4 moves faster, you know. I was keeping an eye on it. It's going to try the high again. Let's see if it tries it again. And this is right there. Yeah, my take profit is a different place, that's why. Okay, let's see, it's gonna push. Okay, took it, 27 pips. 27 pips, that's a pretty good morning. Pretty good morning. I'm assuming the daily has turned bullish now. Yep, look at that daily. Wow. That's impressive. That is very impressive. Not a bad day to start Monday. It has nothing anywhere. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. It should start slowing down about now. Yeah, it should start slowing down now. We may get a wick there. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I'll be here for a few more minutes. But it's really pushing. Let's go 30-minute. Broke the high. Nice. Yeah, it's pushing. Very nice move. Very nice move. Hey, go for it, Mercedes. Yeah, this hanging out here is gonna pay for my holiday. That's how we do it in the Rivera household. Hey, don't be asking me if you should open or close. I don't give those kind of advice here. You should have a plan before going in, what you're going to do. As I mentioned, it could reject there, and there it is, it's rejecting hard now. Gotta have a plan before you go in the trade. I'm only here telling you what I'm doing. I'm not here to tell you what you should do. Okay, I'm not providing financial advice, and I'm not telling you, I'm not giving signals. If it broke a zone and it's going to the other zone and it touches the other zone, that's it. Right? Price goes from zone to zone. Right? Strong rejection on the 5-minute, like super strong. Don't be surprised if this whole thing turns red coming down. I would not be surprised if this whole thing turns red coming down. It's very high. I just showed you, right? From the daily. Let's go back. I just showed you from the daily that it will have a reaction there. So it's had a very strong reaction there. This is part of the problem that new traders get into, right? Not knowing when to take profit. Well, if it breaks a zone and goes to another, that's your take profit. It's time to TP, right? We are, let me try to explain this. Let's go. My price is trapped in here, and it's trapped in here. And I also trapped it in here, right? So once it breaks out of here, it wants to go to the next zone, whether it is up or down, it wants to go to the next zone. Now, once it hits the next zone, remember it's a zone, right? It's a support, this is resistance. So if it goes up and it hits resistance, what's it gonna do? It's going to resist. It's almost back inside the little zone that we were in just a minute ago. I hope you took profit, but I can't tell you what to do. You were up 40 pips, man. You gotta take that money, man. But again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. Look at this rejection. Okay. This is not gonna always go in one direction. Indices usually go in one direction, right? But Forex pairs, they're pairs, right? Which means at one point, this pair is strong, at another point, this pair is strong. So sometimes it's going up, sometimes it's going down. That's Forex. And it's always going to be doing this, always going to be doing that, okay? Yeah, it should, honestly, Mercedes, I think this is gonna turn red, or the next candle is gonna turn red, and it's coming down. At least to here. This is my opinion. I'm not giving, again, advice, but I'm just showing you, right? This is the bigger consolidation. This is the smaller consolidation. This is the smallest consolidation. I like to do that because I can catch the break of small areas where I can get those strong impulses like that, and then be done with it. Now it looks like it's come back to retest. On the 5-minute, it retested, pushing up, but that was a very strong rejection from the top, where it had rejected before. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. So it's pushing back up. Yeah, you should never count on price to go beyond your zones that you have marked. It can, and sometimes it does. But what is more likely to happen, the probabilities, remember, we deal in probabilities. Probabilities are that it will reject, whether it is coming down and bouncing up, or whether it is going up to the next zone. Once it reaches the next zone, it's going to reject. It's going to be a reject. There's going to be a reaction to it. So there's orders there. This whole move up could just be going up to catch more orders to come down. You know? Abe's, I have no idea what price is going to do. We watch it to see what it does. I know price tends to return to the 50%, but is that going to be today? Okay, there's a golden zone there, and that's probably the one that somebody else is mentioning. There's a golden zone that's there. If you do this way, there's a different golden zone there. Yeah, I think it's looks like it's rejecting. I'm talking about gold round. I know that while observing that the USD is weak right now and the GBP is strong, so it could push up. But mostly what we do is we watch, right? We watch what it's doing. We don't try to predict what it's doing. We watch what it's doing. Why did I take a buy on gold? I took a buy on gold, not because I thought it was going up, but because it was going up. It broke over the highs. And the moment that it broke over the highs, that's a signal that's going up. So that's why I bought, not because I thought it's going up, because it was breaking over the high. Now it has reached an area where it will likely reject. Well, I'm not saying it's going to reject. I'm saying it will likely reject because that's what zones are. And so I reject it. Now it's still trying to go back up. You know, it looks like it has momentum to the upside. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing turned red before the hour is out. What time is it? 8:26. We've got about 30 more minutes. Hey, take care, Mrs. Enjoy the gym, the workout. I'm going to be getting on the Peloton myself when I get out of here. Maybe to begin the year, I should do a video on zones. I do have a video called Zones in the Academy. I'm not sure if Abhay, I think Abhay is in the Academy, isn't he? Abhay, are you in the Academy? Take care, Mercedes. Abhay, are you in the Academy? Well, there is one, Derek. There is one. All of my support and resistance videos, and I have several of them, all my support and resistance videos are zones, right? And then there's a video that I called exactly that, zone. Oh, so you're not there now, Abhay? So you don't have access. Okay. So Abhay, you don't have access to the videos then. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. Let's do it right now. I'll give you a quick basic synopsis on, because I'm not doing anything with this now. So I'm gonna give you a short, quick synopsis on zones. Okay. Our deep stuff is reserved for the people on the team, but let me go ahead and do something quick here. Let's go ahead and do chef, since I never traded. Just recently. Okay. Yeah, it's messy. We're gonna stay on the higher time frames on the Swissy because the Swissy is a mess on the lower time frames. But so let's start way up. Let's start with the weekly, okay? Top-down analysis is the process by which you look at what price historically has done in the higher time frames, understanding that the higher time frames control the lower time frames, okay? It's like a moving train. You know, this is a big old moving train, right, that's coming down. And one little car, one little engine is not going to be able to hold this big old train coming down keep coming down. Okay, because it's a big old train coming down. So just consider that the higher time frames control the lower time frames. The lower time frames, on the lower time frames, you'll be able to see faster what may be happening to turn it around, but it's very difficult to trade on the lower time frames because again, this bigger time frame is moving it in a specific direction. Okay, so we see that it is in a downtrend. We go to daily. Okay, it's been on a downtrend for quite a while. Okay, so the Swissy has been gaining on the pound. Now we see that when it comes to how price has been acting, it leaves markers, right? If you change the candles to lines, You can see these peaks and valleys. Let me go ahead and turn off the moving average. Okay, you can see these peaks and valleys. So that's a zone. Every time price reaches a certain area and rejects and comes back down, that means it doesn't want to go above that. Same thing with down below. Okay, all right. And you can see again clearly that this has been going down for a little bit. It's been dropping. Okay, same thing from way up here. It's been dropping. Okay, but like everything, nothing ever drops forever, right? It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Okay. So again, these peaks and valleys tells you where there are areas where price does not want to come down. So you mark that up. This is the daily. Let's go ahead and mark that up real quick. And you want an area where there are multiple touches. Okay. So here is way up high, right? This is probably considered supply. But this over here is resistance because you see how it bounced, and finally it moved away from it. Okay. Now you're looking for support. Where's support? Support, this peak here, if you have multiple touches, the multiple touches are somewhere around here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple touches, okay? And now I broke out. Now that I broke out, it stopped right there. So something is impeding it from coming down, okay? Well, if you draw a line on it, one of these, you can look back and see how price has reacted around it before. It went up above it, bounced, went up. Here, it rejected, went down. Here, it messed around here. You go back, look how it bounced here, bounce. So that's an important number. Okay, so you know that that's another zone. Okay, we go right here. Right, that's another zone. So we mark it. Okay. And really what we want to pay attention to is where price is now. Where is price now? This is where price is now. So that's what we want to pay attention to. Okay, that's the daily. This is the 4 hour. Okay, and as you can tell, there already are the peaks below, closer to where price action is happening right now. We want to pay attention to those. Okay, here's the hour. All right, let's turn back into candles. We're not going to go any lower than hour because again, this pair is very choppy. All right. So here in the 1 hour, you can see peaks right here. You mark that off. Okay. So if price and there's something over here too, right? I mean, look at this. These are the areas that I like to mark. These minor zones. I love to mark these minor zones. Consolidation, because when it breaks out, I can catch that impulse move to the bottom or the top and make me some money. To the bottom, that's 50 pips. To the next zone up, which is probably here, that's 80 pips. So, you know, I got price trapped and I'm going to catch it whether it goes up or whether it goes down. And you mark those peaks and valleys all along the way and you get your next zones, right? Okay. You got the big zone up here and the big zone down here, but in the middle you have several little zones along the way that, you know, when it breaks out, it wants to go to the next one. Why does it want to go to the next one? Because this is where price left from when it dropped. Price left from here when it dropped. Price left from down here when it went up. Okay, and same thing here, bounce. Okay, so again, once you have these things marked up, can price break through here and keep going up? Yeah, it can. Especially with news. Here's news coming, right? We got news coming. With news coming, it could break right through the bottom. It could go all the way to the top. It could do all those things. On a regular day, though, however, if price breaks up, it wants to go up here. And once it reaches here, it's going to have a reaction. And it's going to stop. Okay, it's going to stop for a little bit before it decides whether it's going to break out or keep going or come back down. Okay, same thing here, break down below. It's going to bounce from here. It's going to hang around here for a little bit before it decides what it wants to do, whether to continue going down or to bounce back up. This is a very strong area, so it could bounce up. Okay, and that's really it. That's zones. I mean, you could practice this, and you should practice this over and over. Depending on the time frame in which you're in, you're going to find different zones. And where price goes to a certain point, and then it doesn't want to go beyond that. Okay. And again, supply are areas where price has left quickly, like price left quickly from here. It dropped really quick. So there's this probably this whole area here is supply. Okay. When price reaches there, it will reject, period. Because there are other orders. This left so fast from here that there are orders still waiting here to be filled. So this is why people use stop limits and buy limits, sell limits and stuff like that, because they don't have to watch the charts. They can just let it come up here, set their order, and when it touches, it's going to drop. Because when it touches to here, it's going to drop. Okay. How far is it going to drop? I don't have a clue. Okay. But it will have some sort of reaction. Right? So that's the very quick summary on zones. You know, there's a lot more that can be said about support and resistance, but bottom line is check where price consolidates and mark that baby up. Mark it up, box price in, you know, box price in. And then when price breaks out of there, it should go with some momentum to the next zone. You know, you could do it like this, you know, however, which way you want to do it, from wick to wick, you know, or from body to body, understanding the wicks are zones. Okay. That was a quick review on zones. Look at this rejection. Okay, strong rejection. This was the 8 o'clock. This is the 8:30. Now coming down. It smells a fake out to me, but we shall see. Okay. Fake out from the bigger zone, right? I mean, obviously from our zone, it broke out. From our minor zone, it broke out. But from the, there you go. But from the bigger zone, which is this bigger zone, fake out, right? It pretended to be breaking out and it didn't. We shall see what this next candle does. It's at a high on the 30-minute. It is at a high on the 1 hour. On the 4 hours at the bottom, but the daily is way extended, as we saw. Okay. So from this huge extension, we knew they would have a reaction up here. And look how these candles moved up, by the way, guys. Big candle, big candles, little small candle, zoom. This is a big, basically exhausted candle, right? And then a little stronger. Then this is a little weak. This is even a little weaker. It's seems to me that telling me it's getting ready to turn around, you know, and this could be the head of a head and shoulder pattern. We shall see. Okay. That's where Jay says, the more you know, the more money you can make. And it takes time to learn all this stuff. I mean, let's not kid ourselves, right? Now, you see how this is, you see this? You want to see this on the 1 hour? I mean, come on, watch this on the 1 hour. Woohoo! Woo! That's serious rejection. This candle is going to turn red if I was a guessing man. If I was a betting man, this candle is turning red and then it's going to crash down. Yeah, here it comes. So does that mean that we should have not bought? No, that doesn't mean we shouldn't have bought. That was 40 pips going that way, right? There it goes, guys. I just called it, didn't I? I mean, that was 57 pips. That was a 57 pip move. You're a breakout trader, you're an impulse trader, you know what's happening here, when it's happening. Can you take advantage of it? Absolutely, you can take advantage of it. You know, and we did, right? Now that's over. Now that's over. For me to take a buy now, it has to break these highs and retest. It would have to go like this, break out. It would have to do that. Because what I'm really thinking is doing, based on what it's doing, not what I'm thinking it's going to do, but based on what it's doing. It did this, and now it's going, oh, we're not going that way. And it'll go here, something like that. Something like that is what I see happening now. if it doesn't just come crashing completely, which it seems to be coming crashing completely. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that was informative. I spent quite a bit of time with the team in the academy teaching all this stuff. And I hope I do a good job of explaining it because it's extremely important. This is the most important thing to learn outside of price action. This is market structure. All right, this is market structure. It's the most important thing to learn after price action. But guess what? Price action, as much as it would be great to learn, price action is not the first thing you learn. Price action is not the first thing you learn when trading. Okay, I wish that people learn that first, but there's no way to learn it first because you got to get accustomed to how price moves around the structure. So strong rejection, yeah, gold is wigging out. Gold can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Let's see the comments. Okay. Okay. Plus out of you today after all. Yeah. Then we get to double dip with K2s. Yes, K2s will be there tonight. Very helpful, Rob. Okay, I'm glad that was helpful. Hey, I'm glad that was helpful. Yes, K2s is running class tonight. I'm on holiday. Yes, Grace. The Forex simulator is called exactly that. Back testing with Forex simulator. I think that's what it's called. And it's in one of the last videos. Yeah, we'll still we'll still be sending setups. There wasn't a clean one last night. Gold was the only one that looked nice. And if you notice how I sent it, it was still very wide. It was still very, very wide. It's 100 pips between the zones. The one that looked cleanest to me. Yeah, there'll be still setups being sent. Last week's, it will be last week's class. Yeah. It happens that, hey, okay, don't let that. I would recommend that you don't let that happen again. It happens. Don't let it happen again. At least take partial profits along the way, you know? Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. All right, let's see. How much time we got? We got like 15 minutes to see what happens here. It was a strong rejection. Now it seems to be pushing up again. On the lower time frame, it is pushing up. On the 5 minute, it's pushing up again. Yep, came all the way down. It looks like the 50 is holding it pretty good. But bottom line, I think, based on the action, if it can't break the high now before 9 o'clock comes, then 9 o'clock is going to push it down, in my opinion. But again, you know, it's just an opinion. The IDs, the Zoom IDs had not been sent out again. That happened last week. Shoot, let me find out. Oh, awesome, Efe. I'm glad this is helpful. I'm glad this is helpful. That's the whole point of doing it. Okay. I don't need to be doing these, although I enjoy them. Let me see. What are we talking about? Let me see. I'm looking at my email to see if the classes were sent out. The links. What are we doing with, yeah, look at that thing coming down. Look how that looks on the 1 hour, guys. It's still not red, but it was red for just a little bit. But that's a very strong rejection. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Looking to see. Okay, I don't see it. Wow. Wow. Very strong rejection there. Very, very, very strong rejection. Powerful. Powerful. What's the Dixie doing? Dixie gone bullish. Dixie gone bullish. I'm looking at Dixie breaking this. If Dixie can break this, gold will crash to the next zone. If the Dixie can break this right here, gold will crash to the next zone. Okay, not. I guess again, I should say I'm not predicting. It's just kind of like what happens. Right? Let's see. Let me look at the website. Little choppy action on gold, to be honest. It's a little choppy on the lower time frame. Is a little choppy. It's a little cleaner on the higher time frame. This is really choppy here on the lower time frame, but it's still coming down. It's going up. It's going down. It's going up. It's going down. Let's see. Checking the community. Don't want to do it on the screen. Okay, today's the 15th, so that's a week ago. So that was last week. Yeah, nothing's been sent. Let me go communicate with the team. I sent it to the powers that be, so we'll see. Yeah, Abhay, always go by. Always go. How can I say? Think about the logic, not the logic, I guess the probabilities, right? When price reaches a level, another price level, where it had rejected before, it is very likely, the probabilities are that it will reject again, right? The best way, the best predictor of future behavior is prior behavior. So if it rejected from an area before, the likelihood is that it will reject again. So if you are in a buy or a sell and price has reached that area, time to get out. Don't matter if it keeps going. It may keep going. At the very least, take partial profits. You know, on a situation like today, I might have been taking 90% of my position out and let a little bit running. You know, I got the biggest chunk of my position. I've taken it, and if it runs, then if it keeps running, I'll keep getting profits along the way. But having seen the rejections here before, I knew the moment this touches, I'm out. The moment this touches, and for a moment there, I almost missed out on getting out. I was distracted. So good thing it pushed again, and then I took what, 27 pips or something like that, and got out from my position. It looks like you had gone in earlier, obviously, if you had 50 something. Okay, yeah, the links have not been sent out. Yeah, I just messaged Jay and Joe. I should see the links since I didn't receive the links for 2 weeks now. Grace, always remember you can go into the website to the what is it called? To the TT announcements tab. Okay, and they're there. Okay, they're not there now because they weren't sent, but that's where you're going to find them. If you don't receive them, if you don't receive the class link, you know when the class is going to start. It's always at 7 o'clock on Mondays. It's at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. It's at 7 o'clock, isn't it not? On Thursdays. So those are the major classes, right? And then you have the getting started classes, which also have their own times. They always start at the same time. And so if you have not received the link, you can go on the website, find the link, scroll down, find the link, and sign up there. You can click on the tab, you can go to topics. If you're on the phone, instead of feed, you go to topics, you click on topics, and it should open where then the TTA announcements, you go down the tab, the TTA announcements, click on TTA announcements, and it will give you announcements there, which is, again, the sign up for the classes are always there. Okay, now, again, they're not there now because they weren't sent, but in just a few minutes, Jay and Joe will correct somebody who's supposed to be putting them there, and then they'll be there. Okay, watch for them. What next, buy or sell? Who knows? Aspiring, we don't predict, we watch it. Yeah, nobody knows if it's gonna buy or sell. We watch it. Looking about gold right now, we don't know. Nobody knows. We do know this, we bought, right? We bought when it was breaking the high of the minor support, we bought. Let's go to the lower time frame, like 5 minutes. Okay, this is the 5 minute. When it broke out of here, broke the highs, I bought. My goal was to take profit here. That's what I did. Okay, it has since rejected, and now it's rejecting and coming back down. And basically, price is back in the zone from where it left, almost completely. So is this a buy or a sell? Nobody knows. But I'll tell you this. If it gives me a sell signal, which it isn't, there isn't a sell signal here yet. Okay, as far as I see it. A sell to me will be, a safe sell will be below this area. Okay, once price breaks below here, That will be a safe sell. Okay. Look at it. It keeps bouncing from the same place, right? It keeps bouncing. It bounced from this area. It came down to about this area here, bounced up again. The moment it breaks these wicks over here, then you have a clean sell to the bottom. Okay, just like we had a clean buy to the top. Once it breaks through here, you have a clean sell to the bottom. Don't be freaked out. If it goes up and down, go up and down, that's what it does. If it breaks the low, it should keep coming down over here based on probabilities. That's all we do is probabilities. We have no idea. Nobody knows. Nobody. I don't care who's out there sending signals or whatever. Nobody knows if price is buying or selling. Nobody knows. All we can do is watch the price, how price moves, and then go on probabilities. For example, the probabilities are that once you see a star like this, it's selling. That's the probabilities. Once you see a candle like this, which is called an evening star, once you see a candle like that, a doji like that, that it's going to sell. That's what we know. Okay, that's the probabilities are in your favor that it will sell, and it's sold. It has already sold. If you had entered there after that candle, you would have already made 38 pips. But that's not a high probable to me, because I don't trade just on based on a candle. That's not a high probability trade for me. I trade price action and I trade market structure, and I don't have a market structure right now that speaks of me to catch a sell. I have structure here, and so if it breaks a structure, I have a sell. But as of right now, since it hit up here, I don't have a structure that a structure that tells me sell. I have a candle that tells me sell. I have a top zone that I could have caught for a sell, but it had strong bullish momentum. So we wait for that bullish momentum to end. We wait until the bearish momentum starts, and then once it gives us signals for the sell, then we take it. On the 5-minute, it's pretty good though. On the 5-minute, for example, here you go. On the 5-minute here, this is looking really good for a sell. If you trade the 5-minute, okay. If you're in the 5-minute, there is structure for a sell. Like this went up, this came down, so now you have support and you have resistance. It goes up to resistance and rejects again. It goes up to resistance and rejects again. And then this candle broke the low. That's your sell. Broke the low right here. And when it broke the low right there, it paid 35 pips. And if you didn't take profit, then you would have been losing out on a whole bunch of pips because it went all the way up to like 7 pips or something like that. Okay, now it's coming back down again. Now it's doing the same thing, right? It created support here and it broke it. Now it's creating support here and it is breaking it. So on the lower time frame, yes, you have a sell signal. As soon as it breaks this low right here, you have a sell signal. It's looking good for the sells. Okay. I'm giving you a whole lot, man. I mean, if you understood what I just gave you a whole lot. You know, with what I just gave you, man, you'd be making so much money. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kevin. Hey, Shane. Yeah, did I just explain it? Did you get it, Shane? My explanation? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll say it real quick before I leave because I'm getting ready to go. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. I was talking to Shane, although I might have answered your question also, Derek. Okay, this is the 9 o'clock. Okay, a green push. I like a green push on the 9 o'clock. The green push on the 9 o'clock should then turn red and go down. Okay, basically creating the wick before it goes down. Kind of what you want. Okay, basically it's a retest of this minor zone. We'll see. Okay, awesome, Shane. Awesome. Okay. At this point, I don't know that I would take sales up here. Okay. I would prefer clearing the bottom. You could get an early start if you want. Okay, but because again, on the lower time frame, it is talking sales. On the 5 minute, it is talking sales. But 5 minutes are tricky, you know. You got to be quite skilled to know how to do that. 15 minute, maybe the break of that low right there. Maybe the break of that low, continuing down. But if you do that, if you take the break of this low coming down, then this is your TP. Okay, don't think it's gonna just keep going down. This is your TP. Once it clears this over here, then there will be sales coming down. Can it do it now after it drops from here? Yeah, it could do it, but we don't know that. Okay, we don't know that. That's not something anybody can predict. If it breaks this low here, it should keep coming down for about 25 pips to this minor area here. And then it will have a reaction. We'll have some sort of reaction here. Okay. Now, once it breaks through here, it should keep coming down. It may have a little bit of a struggle over here. It may pause for a minute. It may pause for a minute there. You know. But on the bigger picture, I think it should come to the lows. Okay. And that's what it's doing right now. And with this, I'm closing it, guys. I hope you guys took advantage of that buy. It was pretty clean. Actually, the price action was pretty clean. And also was the momentum of the 8 o'clock candle, right? Of the open of New York. And as you always know, this doesn't last forever. Look at that rejection. Super powerful. Super powerful, that rejection. Okay. 4 hour. Okay. This is a new 4 hour candle, right? Happening right now as we speak. The daily, yeah, the daily is fixing to become a sell for a few days. That's what it looks like to me. If today ends up like this or better, as in a red doji candle, then we should get sales for the next few days. Okay. And that's all I got, folks. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you got value from this, please like the stream. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and click on the little bell notification so that you get my notifications. I will be here again tomorrow morning with God's favor. And I hope that you guys benefited from it and made some money. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop the share now. All right. Where's my thing? There it is. God bless you.